family, friends, welcome to Truth Heals 1111. My name is Chloe, and I am going to be your reader for the evening. Thank you for choosing my channel. I love each and every one of you. I am starting to get stuffy nosed here. There's not a lot of air coming in, and it's too cold outside. But thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you choose to. And we are going to see what is coming in out in the cards. So let's shuffle and we will see. My shuffling sucks too. But I'll make sure they're shuffled really good. Okay, let's see. So I have the Temperance to the Ace of Pentacles. It may be hard for you to be working towards receiving a new opportunity, a new blessing, a new chance. You may be facing a lot of challenges when it comes to having stability, having success, having fortune, having whatever your vision is. You may be struggling with that. You may be feeling a little imbalance within yourself. The Queen of Wands to the Nine of Swords. You are feeling regretful because you were not honest and authentic when making a decision to do what was best for you in regards to you. The Knight of Swords to the Queen of Wands. You want to take some sort of impulsive, quick action to do what? And you're the Queen of Wands in reverse. So if you know you're the Queen of Wands in reverse, you want to take some sort of impulsive action to do what? Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords, Nine Cups. What are you taking action towards this for? Somebody is unhappy. You are taking action for what? Nine of Cups in reverse. To do what? Queen of Wands in reverse. What are you taking action towards? Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Separation. Getting a divorce. Getting away from a person, place, or thing. Getting out of a commitment and taking your offer somewhere else. Where are you going to take your offer to? A King of Wands upright and still have an unhealthy commitment. So you're in a unhealthy commitment. So you're wanting to leave one relationship, one marriage to go towards a King of Wands upright. Knight of Pentacles to the King of Wands, but you have nothing to offer this King of Wands. You are the Queen of Wands in reverse. You were still out of alignment with partnerships. This would be choosing, you would be an unhealthy person to a healthy person. The relationship wouldn't last long because you're not vibrating at the same frequency as a King of Wands upright is. A King of Wands has passion, has direction, has structure, goals, discipline to live a healthier lifestyle. Or you could feel like if you go towards a King of Wands upright, this person would provide, protect, and help lead you to becoming a better woman, not only for yourself, but for this new man. Because you know, this person wouldn't hurt you. So you are moving out of a relationship to go get another one, but one that is healthier for you. Okay, congratulations. Smart move. And if you can heal, I'm proud of you. Oh, wait. Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, upright. It is going to be a struggle to have success, stability with this person, with you coming at this person as the Queen of Wands in reverse. And this is the reason why. When a man has been through so much and, you know, he's secure within himself to know what he wants, in short, he can have love for you. You may be a distraction to this person. This person may have big dreams, may have big goals, and may even want to share them with you because of the compassion from his heart. But because you are the Queen of Wands in reverse, you would make this person lose stability, lose patience, lose focus, lose their orientation, because you would want this person to be centered around you. And if that's not, you are being very unrealistic and very selfish when it comes to having somebody in your life that's actually good for you, but then you're still in reverse. This means that there's some self-reflection, self-awareness, some changes within you that can be made if possible, if you were willing to make the changes. If you really care about a man and you know he's a good man, right, you would have to meet that standard. This may be hard for you because this is unknown. This could cause you to feel uncomfortable. This could cause you to not feel safe. This can cause you to eventually leave a good man and go back to something that's toxic. Did you not learn your lesson of where toxicity led you? Hmm. Mm-hmm. There's some communication coming in fast with this Chariot here. You wanting to move forward. Oh, the Three of Pentacles sideways. This means that you would have to, somebody's heart is going to be broken in regards to the situation. Spirit ancestors show me. And the reason why is because the way that you are seeing things from your perception. The Seven of Cups may mean like you have a good vision on seeing the opportunities that you would want to have for yourself, your stability, your success, your family, your loved ones, your friends, and things like that. I understand you want to make some different changes in your life, especially when it comes to partnerships. But again, because you were in reverse, you could have been coming out of a relationship that kept you in reverse for so long that is learned behavior. This means that the Seven of Cups is like you would be daydreaming of being with a healthier partnership, relationship, things like that, and what the opportunities can bring. But as the Queen of Wands in reverse, water seeks its own level. Because you're in reverse, you would actually be tossing out that water and not being able to replenish that cup again. What I mean is, this would be all a dream. This could mean, like Queen of Wands in reverse, you could be a person that decision makes and getting your own best, like you getting your own way of making better decisions for yourself. You can be, in this time, I can feel your energy. You could be very protective of yourself. You may not want to allow anybody in right now. um you could be dealing with a lot of mental thoughts, a lot of thinking how things have played out. It can also be affecting your emotions. You could be high and low, mood swings, things like that. But still, in the subconscious, the illusion of you having a better relationship, you having a better dynamic when it comes to lifestyle choices and the people that are centered in your life, which may mean something. Now, I will say this: if you are influenced by your circle, or you are an influencer of your circle, if you are the Queen of Wands in reverse, how are you influencing other people? Or how are other people influencing you when you're in reverse? Oof. Judgment to the Five of Cups. And so you're deeply in your emotions, regretting as well, and that you gave to a hopeless situation, even more than one time that a situation has played out in your life, eventually only to lead up to being disappointing and feeling hopeless. In the Two of Cups, it's like you would have a good partner behind you, a King of Wands upright, meaning that this would be a good person for any righteous woman. But in the Queen of Wands energy is a unrighteous woman, somebody that is unethical, somebody that is not loyal, somebody that is dishonest. You would only bring pain to a man that only wants the best for you, because it would be centered off of your own selfish gains, your own selfish ideas, your own self. You are your own worst enemy. And the problem is like knowing the decisions of you making and taking actions and the behaviors and everything that you do as a Queen of Wands in reverse will only in the end lead you to miss out on good things, good opportunities, good people, good places, exploring good things, because you decided to remain stuck in a Queen of Wands in reverse energy. This now comes down to you making the power of letting go of free will and actually making better choices for what's best for you and everybody included in your dynamic. The High Priestess. to the Four Cups, to the Justice, to the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So we need to call what's fair is fair. So if you are the type of person that likes to come in between relationships, you like to destroy families, you like to destroy partnerships, you like to cause chaos and confusion in regards to other people, you now have to feel the same thing and be left out in the cold. A King of Wands does not want a Queen of Wands in reverse. What good would that be? You will be rejected. Page of Pentacles. Everybody sees you for who you actually are and not what you wanted to be. Yeah. You will ruin a good relationship, a good partnership. You will be rejected from any lover because you're a Queen of Wands in reverse. You don't have nothing to offer. What do you have that's so good? Other than your attitudes, your mood swings, your behaviors, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, or you may not even be the one to carry yourself like a lady. Not a woman, but I mean a lady, someone with class, with style, with grace, with humility, a woman and a lady who walks with humbleness, who would be happy to support a man that has dreams, that has a vision, that has goals. You are the type of person that will come in and destroy a man's vision, a man's dream, a man's goal. And in this situation, you will be forfeited because of how you are showing up in the world and how the world is viewing you. Look, nobody wants to move forward with you, and you will be heartbroken. What you thought was conniving, mischieving, unethical decision-making behavior because you were selfish as a Queen of Wands in reverse, you will now be afflicted with the consequences of your decision. Here you go. It is now handed back to you. You didn't like that, did you? And you can't defend yourself. To thine own self be true. We all make mistakes. But the Queen of Wands in reverse, maybe you're just ruthless in making mistakes. If you want love, you want to have partnership, you want a healthy family dynamic, you would not be wanting to make mistakes. You would be wanting to heal and grow and become the woman that you need to be for a good man, to be for a family, to be in a household, to be stable, to have success, to have a be all end all. Instead, you're manipulative. You do harmful things. You do bad things, not only to other people, but to yourself. Why? Why? High Priestess in reverse to the King of Wands sideways. You have somebody in your energy that is listening to their intuition about you. This person feels like you gave them a dirty offer, or you could be feeling towards this way towards the person you may be with, last relationship, or anything like that. You felt like this was a spiritual guru, and that this person would be seen and celebrated, and because you were partnered with this person, you would be able to live off under his image. But again, you're a Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, even though this Hierophant Six of Wands may be seen and celebrated, by you entering into this person's life, you would only be the anchor and weigh this Hierophant down. This is not your person. A Hierophant has to be partnered with an upright high priestess, not a Queen of Wands in reverse. There's still some lessons, life lessons that you need to learn and grow up from. And this reading seems like a lot of lack of maturity in this situation. A lady, a grown woman, has a sense of maturity about herself when she is in a home. Her stability, her success, keeping things going, being responsible, being accountable, having morals, having values, having standards, and how the household is going to be held together. Family values, things like that, traditions, everything like that. You were Queen of Wands in reverse partnered up with the Hierophant. That was already a no-go. That was already going to be um, a, a setup for what do they call that? A backfire. You set yourself up for a backfire. Two of Wands. There would be no opportunity in moving forward anywhere. You get no opportunities. You put out bad things, you're going to get bad things in return. The consequences of your choices. Have you, and let me give you an example, and I'll tell you like this. I've seen people turn around and hate on a person, place, and thing so much that they have kids, and their kids turn out to be the very same thing that the person hates. And that is the universe manifesting what that energy was giving off. So, for instance, my father hated that I was the way I was, but he did not protect me. There were a lot of things that have happened, right? All for the reason that he had some sort of anger against my gay cousin, who had an STD and eventually died. What happened was I turned out to be minus the STD, but I turned out to be just like my cousin. But I did not make the same, I don't make the same decisions like my cousin did. My cousin was reckless. I'm not reckless. My cousin was promiscuous out there. I'm not promiscuous and out there. In some form of way, even though he manifested it, it seemed to have been his karmic lesson because of the energy that he was giving into the universe. That is what he manifested through me. I would be his karmic lesson. Do you understand what I mean? I hope so. When you give us something and you have the energy to put out there because of what you see it, what you think it, and then you act on it with negativity, it is the same thing that you manifest. This is why we say you reap what you sow. You give what you get. When you give anger, you get attitude, you get nastiness, you get ruthlessness. You're going to get that in return, but in a consequence. And that is your cross to bear. If you can turn that off and change your mindset and be open to, okay, why do I do these things? Why do I act the way I act? What makes me this? And you start to self reflect and have more self awareness. Then you start to turn that Queen of Wands from reverse into upright. And now you done went through a healing process. You done changed some ways about you. You can ascend. You become a high priestess upright. You step into your power. And now you are going to attract the Seven of Cups, but in a different limelight. You'll be able to make a choice of what you want to invest in instead of having to force a situation or control a situation or make something happen because you're forcing it to happen. It'll naturally just flow to you because the energy you're giving is loving and flowing. Now, if you want to be a hateful, bitter person, by means do that. You'll be a hateful, bitter person alone. Do you have a sun on crutches? You may have a sun on crutches. King of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Don't worry, you got somebody over here. You got a partner that's out in the cold with you. You're not alone. Okay. What is this King of Cups, Five of Pentacles? The devil. Binded to the devil. You decided to agree with the devil. Now, the divine, the universe, the ancestors, you were created for a reason. Your purpose, your passion. You may not even look at that within yourself. You may look at the toxic relationships and what you get out of it and what you can achieve, what you can obtain, only to find that you're not getting anywhere in life in this toxic relationship. When are you going to wake up that you're selling, you're giving yourself away to toxicity? And what comes with toxicity? Death. This means the ending. This could be a spiritual ending. This could be a physical ending, a financial ending, a mental ending, an emotional ending. But when you bind yourself to toxicity, you always end up finding yourself having to dig your way out of that hole that you dug for yourself. Not only you, but Queen of Wands to this King of Cups upright. Somebody who has loves for you, but just as toxic, just like you. And you guys hold back from each other. You're holding back from each other. Why? Why? Because somebody wants to be reckless. Somebody wants to be out here for the street. Okay, well, here's my little piece of feedback that if you want, when you love a person, you allow them to go do what they want to do, but you close the door on it because you can do that all by yourself, right? The Eight of Swords. That's not going to happen. You two are binded in a contract together. There's some sort of agreement. There's some sort of investment. You two signed. You two participated in. You two connected to the devil. You two are binded to the devil. You are you made that choice. This is where the other readers say they made their bed and they have to lie in it. No, these again, these are the decisions that you made, and these are the only consequences you have to bear, not nobody else's. You can't blame anybody else because you had free will. You could have got healthier, made healthier choices, did better things for your life in the direction it was going. Are you strung out to drugs? I see that there's a lot of drugs in your situation. To the sun, it's been illuminated that you are binded to the devil. You and your partner, people can see it, people know it, and now people who don't want nothing to do with you because they already see what's headed their way. With you, you repercussions. With you, consequences. You're not a friend. You're not a mother. You're not a lover. You're not something good for somebody's life. You are willing to bring conflict, confusion, toxicity into other people's lives, mess up their destiny, mess up their journey. And so yours is now messed up. You can get mad all you want. Seven of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, King of Swords in reverse. You know how to choose them, don't you? What is it about this man that even brings out the fire of toxicity within you? What is it about this man that brings out your devil? King of Swords, King of Pentacles. And in reverse, this man be lying to you, be holding back money and resources from you. Two of Pentacles, be juggling you. Queen of Wands in reverse, you have to understand that you were created under the Most High's image. I don't care if you lose your way and lose your faith because of circumstances that have played out in your life, right? But one thing for certain, two for sure, this is not being a narcissist with an unhealthy man. This is about showing a man how to treat you, how to respect you. You don't have to control a man because they're in reverse, because they have weaknesses that you may find it hard to deal with. And what you need to understand is that you're not willing to tolerate that weakness. And if you want what's best for you, you would be willing to make some necessary changes in regards to you deciding to really put your feet down, stand 10 toes down, stand in your power, and get your mind and your life together. The divine never loses sight over you. He may turn his head because he's disappointed at his child making reckless decisions, but he will give you the opportunity. Tests. You will go through certain tests to prove if you are willing to make some changes within yourself. And these tests would be like this person, after you leave this person knocking on your door, trying to come back in. You having the strength to overcome these tests to become the best version of who you are. But you have potential. I was once you. Page of Swords. You don't see it because you don't know it. And we don't look towards the future, but in this present moment, and from every second thereafter that, keep telling yourself you are going to do better. You're going to make healthier decisions and choices in your life, and you're going to have to start standing on it. Again, you're not controlling the situation. You're working on disciplining and finding structure within yourself. If you are having any addiction issues or hitting rock bottom, get the help and the treatment that you need. If you're dealing with mental and emotional disorders, get the help and the treatment that you need so that way you can be the best woman you can be. And again, it's not your person. So the person that you would be destined, who God would align you to when you turn towards Him in the light and you rebuke this devil. No, the devil will always try to get you to come back because the devil likes workers. You work for iniquity. You work for free. You work for superficial things, but at a price. You done sold your stability. You done sold your success. You done sold your value. You're immoral, and because the devil wants you to feed into it. But when you deny the devil, when you can prove the devil wrong, is how you defeat the devil. You have to prove the devil wrong. Now that you have made a contract with the devil, are you willing to fight the devil in order to gain back your soul? to become whole, to become the woman and the lady that you need to be. Not what you wanted to be here, but who you need to be for yourself, your family, your friends, and the world. And no, we don't need no apologies. And we don't need any apologies. No, what I tell you is the truth. Look, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, to the Hanged Man. We, I know it just like you. This is what you want. You dream it, you vision it, but it becomes an illusion to you because you don't know what it looks like. No, you don't understand what it feels like. It's going to be uncomfortable for you. Again, at my last reading, anything that makes you feel uncomfortable is something you should experience. Anything that makes you feel like you have to fight for is something that's worth it. Anything that's too easily to achieve and attain, toss it to the side. Let it go because it makes it too easy. Just like you. Never never be easy to a man because a man is only going to feed off of your easiness and take advantage of you. You need to, you know, work on looking good, feeling good, smelling good, being successful, and telling a man no. Make him thirst for you. Make him the best revenge that you can ever get in your life in beating the devil is showing the devil that you will be successful. You will overcome him. You will beat him. You would be willing to hold up the sword of truth. You will take this new beginning and you will see things from the light and not always from the shadow. For future, you will be a light worker. You will be able to walk through the darkness while working for the light. And you will manifest your dreams, your stability, your abundance. But it is going to cause you to, again, go through some things, face it, overcome challenges, overcome obstacles. Do you have the strength? Or are you willing to settle for this? But you have a choice. Thank you for choosing Truth Heals 1111. And I will see you in my next reading.